Calling all thugs, grunts, leaders, and admins. Hello, this is Admin Shade here with Rocket HQ. Today I'm joined in an OU battle with Shocky.
Hey guys, Shocky here bringing us another Pokemon battle. I'm here with Admin Shade. This is a very interesting battle that was on his stream, which is
Rocket HQ. Please check us out. We have a link down below in the description, and we'll also have a link to Shocky's channel. Basically, this battle was just an all-out brawl between myself and Shocky. It actually comes down pretty close to the wire. I'm really excited to get into these teams, so Shocky, you go first. Talk about your team, because it is very interesting.
Okay, well, I got two pretty standard Pokemon in that Tornado or Thundurus, and the Goodra, which Goodra's just, you know, the Assault Vest, just regular sit back and just tank hits. And then I got the Chestnut that was in my last video, if you guys want to check that out. And then I have the Greninja, which you found interesting with the substitute. And then I have a nice physical sweep, which is an RU Pokemon. Let's just remind everybody that, which is in the Durant there. And then we have the Mega Bayonet, which isn't very good. Let's be honest. It's not good.
Durant is a monster, and you guys will see that later on in this video. With my team, I have Frostlass, which is actually my lead. Don't see it too often in the metagame. I have my Latias Butter, if anyone has ever checked out my stream. I have the Gravity Zap Cannon Porygon 2, my tank, super tank wall melodic.
I hate that thing.
It's ridiculous. I have a Mega Mawile, which is obviously a sweeper. And then I have the Choice Scarf Darmanitan, which is, yet again, a physical sweeper. So let's get into this battle without further ado and do some dual commentary.
Yeah, so I'm leading off with my Tornado, or Thunder. I keep saying Tornadoes because they're the same thing.
What's
pretty
the
much.
difference? Yeah.
Yeah, Thundurus, which of course has that prankster taunt, and I've been watching his battle, so I knew kind of what he was going to do. So I didn't want to get set up in that Destiny knot, and I just wanted to get him out of that, even though I knew he was going to go here with the Ice Beam. So
yeah, I knew this would do a good amount of damage. I actually thought it'd do, I don't know. I didn't see you doing a Focus Sash. I don't see Focus Sash too much on these things. Is that typical? I don't really know.
No, usually you're going to run something like, you know, Life Orb or something like that, but I just, I like to go with the Focus Sash because people predict the taunt anyway, so you know me, I like to run weird stuff, you know, so.
Yeah, and he Volt switches out here and goes into Licky Licky, which is this Greninja, and I do the Ice Beam, just predicting him to stay in, and I just get set up on right here, because I tried going into Mawile.
Well, I go for the Dark Pulse here because I was just going to try to kill you or do damage to whatever you had. You have nothing that, like, eats it too well besides this Mawile, so I figured I would just go with the Dark Pulse.
Yeah, and you do go with the Dark Pulse, and I do switch into Mawile just because I think it can take it better than it actually does. It does almost half, and I was like, what are you, Greninja? And so I actually go for the Mega here, and I try to go for a Sucker Punch because I think, you know, Mega Mawile does a ton of damage, and this thing's hurt decently anyway. But actually, he sets up with Substitute, and I've never seen Substitute on Greninja, which blows my mind, because this set is really good. Talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, I just feel like Substitute's a good thing, because it can avoid the Ghost moves. It also allows you to take a hit or even see what they're using without having to waste a move on Protect, because I'm not a huge proprietor to Protect, so I think that Substitute's just a better example for that, especially for, you know, Greninja, so.
Yeah, absolutely. And I sent out Frostlass here just to kind of fodder it off and make you do a little bit more Life Orb damage to yourself, because at this point I'm like, this is a Greninja behind a Substitute, and there's not a whole lot I can do with my team anyway, because I have like Latias in the back and so much that can get hurt, and I just figure, you know, let's just try to get as much off as I can, try to make you hurt yourself. So that was the plan, which is a terrible plan, but it's all I could really do.
And seeing as how I was behind the Substitute, I just figured I would, why switch out at this much life, because I'm just going to switch into a death anyway, so I might as well just keep, you know, pounding away on your dudes here, so that's exactly what I did.
And you do, and it's very effective. I just send out Porygon 2 so I can tank hits, because it is specially invested, and I just, like, go for recovers, and eventually just, like, I kind of got the feeling that's what you were trying to do with Greninja, so yeah. I just kind of sit back and just take it like a champ.
Here, I figured, well, I wasn't sure if you were going to go with the Gravity right away, but I was definitely hoping you were, so I can set up my next play. Because, and I get the freeze even. I forgot about that. I got the freeze.
You did. You definitely did.
And it didn't even matter. It would have been so good if the freeze would have stuck. But no, you're like, no, Gravity's too good, and I'm just going to defrost here, so.
This is Sandra Bullock. This is Gravity Zap Cannon Porygon. You cannot hold me down. You cannot freeze me.
As soon as I saw you turn into that psychic, though, I knew it was over for this Porygon.
Yeah, and that was a really
Durant's...
good play because I forgot. I forgot that I even did that because I got protein from the Greninja with my Trace.
Yep.
And I was just a moron and forgot. And then this Durant, which just claims this battle as its own, just switches in and just knocks me out. So that was pretty scary. I switched into Darmanitan just to try to get some damage off. And I know that nothing on your team really wants to take a Flare Blitz that much.
No, no, nothing at all.
Yeah, and so you just switch in your Thundurus here and just fire it off, which is a good play.
Yeah, I just wanted to get it out there and do something with it. And I switch into the Bayonet here, going for the Sucker Punch, thinking it would actually do damage. But silly me, I guess, because according to this game, Mega Bayonet is trash. So don't use Mega Bayonet, people. It's not good.
Yeah, I go ahead and try to go for a Flare Blitz. I like to think that Mega Bayonet can be good. I have yet to see one that it's effective whatsoever, which is really sad. We should really work on that together. But I just go for a Flare Blitz.
This is the set I put together after like days of thinking. I was like, okay, this is it. Full priority set. No, never mind. It's not good. Yeah, it's so slow. That's
I knock it out with a Flare Blitz, and then at this point, it's kind of the same thing with his Greninja. I'm just like, I just want to get damage off, especially on this Goodra. It's especially defensive, like he said at the beginning of the video, Assault Vest. So I do over half, and I'm okay with that. So that is a dead Darmanitan, but that was a good play switching into it on your part.
Yeah, not only that, but if you, like, let's say in the situation where you would have been able to kill the Goodra, I could have just switched into my Durant and been faster with the dual choice. So
yeah, exactly. That was a good idea. And I go here, I switch out Butter, and I do Draco Meteor, and I am just baffled that it does only that much. This is why damage calcs are important, kids. Take notes, because I just completely, I don't mess up, but at the same time, I just completely underestimate Goodra, and I overestimate Butter. That is my problem. But yeah.
I never do damage calcs, it's gotta be said, but yeah, this was a good move here, just going for this. This is a very safe play by you. Just going with the Psy Shock.
Yeah, definitely. I knew it would finish you off, and you know that's all I was looking for. If you try to switch anything else in, other than the Durant, nothing really wanted to take it. And here you switch into your Durant, which is a good play.
Yeah, because I know you're weak to the Psychic. Also, I got a couple other moves that can take out some Pokemon on your team. This is where I wish I would have hit, because I actually missed because of that hustle. If I would have hit here, I would have been able to probably be able to take out this Mawile a lot faster than it ends up going, because this is where the game gets really stally. But it's mostly because of that miss.
Yeah, it goes back and forth a good bit between this Chestnut, the Mawile, and also Latios, I mean. So yeah, this is the stallier part of the battle, but at the same time, I feel like we both made a lot of interesting switches, though we didn't have that many Pokemon left on both of our sides.
Yeah, I agree. This Chestnut is just absolute house, though. I mean, getting that Leech Seed off on you was pretty critical, because I know... Does this thing have... Do you have Roost or anything on this thing?
On Butter? I can't remember. I think I do have Roost, I'm pretty sure. And Psyshock, Calm Mind, and I don't remember what else, but yeah. I made a bunch of Latioses. It's like one of my favorite Pokemon of all time.
I see. Yeah, because I wasn't sure if you had the recovery. Oh, yeah, there you go. You do go with Roost. So yeah, that's not fun for me.
Yeah, no,
it's gotta be said. So I just go with the Wood Hammer because I was just trying to do as much damage as I could to this Latios, and it actually does a lot of damage.
I was surprised how much it did because I am max HP. I was like, "Excuse me, sir." What?
That's not to fool around, man.
Yeah,
he's here to win battles.
I couldn't believe it, but yeah, you just keep getting some health back from this Leech Seed, and it is really, really critical you got that off, because I can do nothing at this point. Like, this is such a bulky Chestnut, and I only have Psyshock, as you can see here.
Yeah.
And it's just not doing enough because you're fully defensive. Tell me about your EV spread a little bit.
Just HP defense, and then I actually have it in special defense, the others. But I would say if you're going to make this Chestnut, definitely putting it into attack because it's more worth it. The special defense doesn't really matter because it's not that huge anyways, but his attack stat is actually... 107, I believe. So, I mean, it's definitely worth putting into attack instead.
Definitely. And I'm afraid right here because I don't think I go for Draco. I can't remember. But
yeah, you do. You go for the Draco. I predict the Draco and I actually go over to the Durant here so I could take it like a champ. So I'm not sure how much that would did to my Chestnut, but it's more than I was comfortable with taking.
Yeah,
So
I was
definitely wanted to
really worried.
switch.
Like this play right here was in the back of my mind, and I was terrified. And you pulled it off so well. I'm like, I hate this Durant. It is evil. I can do nothing against it. Like it's a
Yeah,
monster.
it's so good. And then I get the leech seed off and able to go over half health again, which was really critical. I feel like this is what set the battle apart, was that Draco Meteor switch in. So I'm really happy with that. And of course, I'm just going to continue to go away with the X scissors. Why not? And I thought this was going to do way more. This is why I hate this stupid thing. I'm not a fan of Melodic anymore. I used to think it was an okay Pokemon, but no.
Everyone underestimates Melodic. It blows my mind how people don't use it more. And I keep going for Scalds just because I want a burn on this Durant. Like, if I get a burn on it, I feel confident that I'll be able to, kind of maneuver around this battle a little bit more, but I don't get it because you play it around so well with this Chestnut. Kudos to you for that. That was fantastic.
Well, thank you. Well, I'll tell you what, Durant is not surviving a Scald, so I'm just putting that out there. Durant's special defense is like 60 at level 70, or I mean at level 50. So yeah, he wouldn't take it. I was surprised I survived that, by the way. I thought I was dead. And then we pretty much both kill each other here because I put him down to 8. Now I know Durant's just going to be able to take him out because he's not going to be faster than me. And yeah, this is pretty much where the battle is done unless I get a miss.
Yes,
if I
exactly.
miss, it is over.
I was thinking that in the back of my mind. I'm like, please, Durant, please be bad. And you're not. It's a fantastic Pokemon.
And I cried a little bit because I know that your Latios has nothing that can hit this Durant.
Nothing at all.
For any damage, because the Side Shock's going to hit defense. It actually has really good defense. And, the Draco Meteor, as you know, only did about half, so I knew I was going to be able to survive that. And that's actually the end of the battle there, so it was a really good battle.
That was fantastic.
Back and forth. It looked like I was going to sweep you early on, but then you ended up, coming back with your revenge kills and stuff like that, so I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. We're definitely going to have a rematch. That was a 1-0 on Shocky. So I'm coming back in the future, Shocky. You better be ready because I'm going to be bringing a dedicated team.
I'm not even going to lie. You took me out earlier. It's got to be said. You beat me earlier. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, I beat Shocky earlier whenever he brought a Talonflame and like 5 eggs against my team. So we're going to have to try something else. We're going to have to do an actual battle. But yes, Shocky, thank you so much.
1-1 right now. We got to go for the tiebreaker.
Exactly. Get ready for the tiebreaker, everyone. That'll be in the next Rocket Daily. Shocky, thank you so much. That was a fantastic battle. I really appreciate it. And everyone, make sure you check out Shocky's channel. I'll have a link to it in the description. Shocky, again, fantastic job, fantastic team. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you, Shade. Thank you, Umbra, even though you're not currently with us right here. But thank you anyway. Thank you, Rocket HQ, for everything you guys are doing in the Pokemon community. I really appreciate it, and I'm here to support the cause. So.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Check out our stream. We'll be streaming hopefully every day around 1 p.m. So follow us on Twitter if you haven't done that yet to stay up to date with that. And that's all. So thanks for watching and have a great day. This is Admin Shade signing off for Rocket HQ.
See you guys.